What's up and welcome back to the PDGA channel. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today we are at Tallford's Disc Golf Course in Monroe, Washington, and we're gonna be playing around here, so let's see how it goes. Here on hole one, a little bit of a gap right from the beginning, but nothing too bad. I'm opting for the forehand, and I turn it over just a little bit, but that left side's pretty nice. It opens up the fairway. You can see the basket here on the second shot of this par 4, and I leave it a little high, which puts it short and right, giving me a circle 2 look, which doesn't quite stick, but that's all right. I'm tapping in for my par on this one. Hole 2, through the woods, a little bit of a gap, but pretty tight, nice and short and technical. I'm able to hit it and get the 2. Hole 3, on this blue layout, it's pretty tough because you have to hit a gap for quite a while. I leave mine low, and then also my second shot low with the downhill run up, which puts me very far from the basket. 2 throws in. Throw a pretty nice sidearm here for a standstill, getting the distance, leaving me with another circle 2 look, which I'm not able to connect on, so I'm going to be taking my bogey here to put me back at even. Hole 4, nice and open. I pull it a little bit right, expecting the zone to be a little more stable to come back, but this one's pretty beaten, so basically just goes straight. Again, another circle 2 look, which airball, which is a bummer, but I'm able to get the par. Moving on to hole 5, this one's moves left basically the whole way. I throw my handbrake destroyer on hyzer and get the skip. Throwing my firebird here for my second shot. You can see the basket over on the right hand side, and I'm able to skip it over to be pretty close, connect for a birdie. Hole 6, it's off to the right, but if you overturn the shot, there's some OB pretty close to where the basket is, so I decided to just keep it on that left-hand side of the fairway and then do an approach shot to it, being a par 4, and leave it a little bit short. Still have a look though, and my circle 2 putts just aren't quite falling today. I'm giving myself a lot of circle 2 looks, but that's all right. I'm still able to tap in for par. All right, hole 7, you can actually see the basket on the left side of that little tree right here off the tee pad. So I throw my buzz on hyzer up and nice and high, so then it kind of coasts over the whole way. I overdo a little bit, so I'm a little left, and then another circle 2 look, which I just don't quite put in. But again, tapping in for par. Hole 8 is straight and to the right, about 250 feet. You do not want to be short, which I am, so I get stuck in absolute jail over here, forced to throw a roller through a really tight gap through these little trees, and I actually nail the gap, but I throw it a little too hard, so it just rolls pretty far away, leaving me with yet another circle 2 look that I don't put in, but I have this pretty close shot for now bogey, since I had to pitch out on my second shot. I'm able to put it in. Hole 9's a fun one. It goes right the whole way. It's over 500 feet, so I throw my Wraith up high, hoping it'll kind of churn for the majority of the flight, and I get a decent bit of churn out of it, but the height makes it kind of fade out, putting me on this left side, so I throw this Firebird nice and high with some Annie to kind of let it S around this tree, and it works out, so I'm nice and close and grab the birdie. Starting this back 9 is a fun little forehand shot with a tight gap. I don't quite hit it, so it kicks me over to the right, but I throw a nice envy shot right to the pin, but it hits the pin and rolls away. Pretty unfortunate, honestly. It was almost a perfect up shot, but that little skip into the pin put me a little far out, and I do not connect for the par. I go off the top, so now taking the bogey. Hole 11's a fun one, just a short little guy. Basically, you just need to miss that tree down the middle, let it hyzer out early. Yeah, my camera was pretty out of focus here, but yeah, I put it in for the easy two. Hole 12, basically a straight shot, 300 feet, but you know, a little bit of stuff to worry about off the tee. You know, I have a long circle one look, which I just airball, which is pretty unfortunate. Now I have this circle one look, went a little long, and I airball again. I just wasn't taking my time on this hole. Kind of let it get away from me. Birdie to bogey real fast, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes. The hole's over, so just taking my bogey and moving on. Hole 13, par 5, so this is a long one. I throw it a little low off the tee, so I don't get the distance I'm looking for. But I throw a nice forehand right here. I'm able to get it way out and then just hyzer right, which is what the hole does, leaving me with a nice little upshot look here. Throw Firebird, get it real close, and have a tap in for the bird. Hole 14, hard right, 250 feet. I just throw it high on hyzer, let the disc do the work, and another tap in bird. 15 is kind of scary with how short it is and downhill, only 175 feet, so I just do a standstill forehand with the zone. Still go a little bit long, but definitely a reachable putt. So really scoring on this back nine, which is good because my front nine wasn't anything great. Hole 15, decently short, par 4, but I let it get away from me by just not throwing a great second shot, which leaves me right. Almost able to cash in that circle 2 putt, but not quite. All right, hole 17. You can see it's really starting to come down. The rain now, but I'm able to put it pretty close, connect on the putt, and now I'm 4 down going into the final hole. And there's a bit of a gap off the tee, and I hang it a little bit right so it kicks left, lose some distance. There's actually a Mando in the middle of this fairway, so I have to go up high, throw it on Annie, kind of let it flex back, give myself a look. And I have a circle 2 look, which I leave right, don't connect on, and now I have my circle 1 look to put in for par.
All right, just finished up the round on the blue layout. I believe I finished 4 down. Not my best score, but it was still a fun round. It was a little bit wet, it's kind of foggy, but it's still great to get out here at Tall Firs Disc Golf Course. I highly recommend this course or the red course. Both are super fun, so if you haven't played it, you should definitely come out. And we will see you next week for the next episode.